everybody, and welcome back. Without any further ado, I want to welcome my special guest, Josh
Trovato.
I said it.
You did it.
I love it.
I'm Italian, you know. It's
I know.
My heritage. We make good Italian food.
I love good Italian food. And it's so talking about food.
Yes.
I know that you have recently been on Hell's Kitchen.
Yes,
right?
Hell's Kitchen All Stars, season 17. That's right.
So what did
Gordon
that be
Ramsay.
like?
He was he's a character. Chef Ramsay is a character. He's a great guy. He's a sweetheart. He just wants perfection. You know, that's not a lot to ask for, right? Just a little perfection.
So what did you learn from being on that show, especially as a chef? I mean, oh my God.
I learned how to take a beating and to be okay with it.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a great experience. It teaches you a lot about the industry in itself too. You know, it's very important. Being on shows like that, it's unlike any other experience you could ever have. It's very real. You don't even get a piece of paper and a pen to jot down your thoughts, you know?
Because it's competition at its best, right?
Yes, it's heated.
Well, one of the things about competition is really, you know, beating out your opponent. And I know you growing up, you beat out some of those opponents who bullied you and said some things about you. So tell us a little bit about that.
You know, I think, you know, kids have to go through this every day. And bullying is, I mean, it's going on, and it's an epidemic, really.
Yeah.
There's really nothing that you can do to stop it, but there is things that you can do to kind of just help people through it.
Yeah.
And you know, I have a great family. I'm blessed in that way, you know. So I had a great support system, which allowed me to believe that I could do anything.
You could do anything.
I could do anything.
Okay.
The Josh of all trades, you know.
And when you say that, it makes me think about the fact that you are a jack of all trades because you're an actor as well.
I am, that's correct. Yeah, I do commercials. I have some parts in some TV shows, some movies, and, you know, just waiting for that moment when I can get kicking the door open, you know?
Right? And well, you know, nowadays you technically don't have to really wait, right?
It's true.
We can create our own opportunities, right? And I know you're working on your own travel show.
Yes, that's something that I've had in the works as of recently, you know, and waiting for, you know, a network to pick it up like everybody else.
Okay. So really, what inspired you to say, okay, now it's the time for me to create my own content?
I just think that, you know, after a while of doing everybody else's thing, which is great, you know, don't get me wrong, I want to be a part of whatever you got. You know, but if you can do your own thing, you know, then hey, let's do it.
Right, because we live in an unlimited world where there's unlimited opportunities where we can make it happen for ourselves.
And that's the beautiful thing about it, you know, with YouTube and all these other networks and that you can, you know, just use as a platform. It's remarkable.
Wow.
And, you know, I really believe that the sky's the limit, anything's possible. And I've come through a lot, you know, I had heart surgery when I was a kid, got picked on, you know, and it just made you stronger.
But one of the things, right, you made it through. I mean, to have heart surgery as a kid, to still go through those type of emotional things as a kid, and to grow up to say, you know what, I didn't let that limit me. Here I am now making it happen for myself.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. It makes it sound nice.
Yeah, that's really big. And you know, what do that mean to you to have that support system around you?
Oh, to this very moment, you know, I'm getting texts from mom and dad, you know, instead of my sister, and you can't go wrong. You know, you can't do any wrong. You know, there's always that net, that safety net.
Yeah.
And you know, after this or whatever happens in my life, I'll always have that.
Yeah.
Because it'll never go away. Because once it's in you,
it's in you.
It's in you.
And you know, a lot of people's success do develop from the people who are around them to motivate them, right?
100%.
To just move to the next level.
Yeah. You need a foot in the bud sometimes, you know? I know I need to be motivated once in a while, and you know, my dad knows how to do it. My dad's really good at it, you know?
Yeah. Well, one of the things about it, you know, with your travel show, I mean, where are some of the places that you actually want to go to?
Well, you know, the plan is to start on the West Coast and, you know, really just kind of show people what we have over here. You know, I'm from the East Coast. I'm a Jersey boy. I moved from New York. And that life is so different than this life.
Wow.
It's easy breezy over here a little bit. It's almost a little too easy. You don't want to do anything. You just want to lay in bed all day. You know.
Wow. So I've never been to New York.
What?
Never.
I'll show you, Melody. Me and you.
Yes.
I got some spots.
Conquer the world, right?
Have to.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to visit New York because I've heard a lot of great things about New York.
It's just a beautiful place, and the people are unlike any other people I've ever met in my entire life.
Well, you know, one of the things I think about is the fact that everybody needs to really spread their wings, travel, see the world, because you don't really know where you're going to land that works for you.
Correct. You just never know. When I was 19, I had an opportunity to go to Australia and work as a chef. I did my apprenticeship over there. I was 19. I didn't know anybody. I wanted to go to the furthest place in the world. Wow. And I did. Perth, Western Australia.
That's amazing. But look where it landed you.
Yeah, it's a blessing. And each experience will carry you to the next. And that's why I do believe I could do anything. It just takes doing one thing that you didn't think you could do to do another, to do another. And then just to see, you know, look back and like, whoa, I did all that.
I know.
It's a blessing, you know, it's very cool. And I'm no different than any other person, you know. We're all the same, you know. We each just have to find what motivates us and what drives us, and, you know, having your faith or whatever carries you to the next. And I think that's so important.
Well, look, one of the things about it, I'm looking forward to actually seeing this book from you, because that's what I hear your story. That's what it sounds like to me. But I want everyone to continue to follow you on your social media, follow your journey, right?
Yes, yes.
So could you let them know?
Yeah, it's at Josh Trovato, 4 real, the number 4. I also have at Josh Trovato Food Findings, working on, you know, developing some different things and, you know, introducing people to just different cultures. I love culture. You know, I come from a very loud family, you know, and there's not many Italians out on the West Coast, so, you know, I'm a little different out here.
So you bring some flavor.
I have to, you know, somebody has to sprinkle a little paprika on something.
Trovato.
Trovato.
Well, I appreciate you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
And much success to you on your journey.
Thank you. Yeah, keep watching.
Yeah, keep watching. You guys will be right back after this break. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Melody.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills.
The smarts?
Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget.
That would be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you going to make of me?
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
One thing you'll see in every society in the globe is music. It's part of what it means to be a human being. You watch these kids, you can just sense this incredible joy and feeling of accomplishment. You just can't imagine that school was at one time silent without any music.
When I sing, it makes me feel happy.
Every trouble I have, it just brushes away.
Music lets me express myself. My life would be really boring without music.
It's like, wow, we did that?
In New York City, more than half the schools don't have music at all. And I think this is one of the great tragedies in the past decade, is that it's been going down. Now we're starting to go up. And thanks to education through music, they're really reversing this. And it's the most important thing we could be doing in education right now, is making sure that there's music in these schools. That it costs just $150 per kid for a whole year is like the best money one could ever spend. It's changing these kids' lives and making them better people. It's going to make our city a better place.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Without any further ado, I want to welcome my special guest, Dara. Renee, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I know you're doing so many amazing things. You were just on Disney, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so I was on Disney Channel and I played Savannah in Freaky Friday. And she's the antagonist, she's the villain. But it was super fun being able to play her and like being able to sing my own songs and being able to work with such an amazing cast. Like, it was so good. Like, I was like, yes.
Because, you know, when you say that, I think about when you say singing. I mean,
Yes.
you know, because to be able to be on set and be able to sing and collaborate with everybody else. So really what brought that about, that voice that you have, girl?
Well, when I was younger, my grandmother, she was in a group called the Royalettes, and she taught me how to harmonize and do different riffs, and I really took a lot of inspiration from her, and also just studying different types of music and genre. So I really, really love music a lot.
So technically you came from a background of entertainment then.
Yes, yes.
Wow, so you can't help but be successful, girl.
Yeah.
So look, one of the things about it is, I think about the fact that you acting and singing, combining the two together. What really, made you say, okay, now is the time for me to just really spread my wings?
Well, I kind of felt like it was time because I started not seeing enough of people like me on TV, and I feel like representation is very important. So I was like, I should do this because I love doing it, number one. And number two, I feel like kids my age or younger than me should be able to look on the screen and see someone who looks like them too.
Wow, and that makes a big difference.
Yes, very big. I have a lot of letters and comments of children saying, I'm so glad that you did this, like you're such an inspiration, and that just really makes this like all worthwhile. Like I'm just like, yes, thank you so much.
So what would you say, being on Disney, and what would you say was some of the takeaways from being on that set?
It was just such an amazing time, and probably the takeaway would probably be always be nice to everyone. So being a bully, I had to go into that character, and I realized that hurt people hurt people. So going in there and realizing that you really have to be nice to everyone because you don't know what battle they're going through at home or what they're facing or the challenges they're going through. So being able to step into that character really made me appreciate the people who were kind to me, even though they probably don't even know me. So that was really special to me.
Well, one of the things about it that I love about you is that you have created your own style, okay? Girl, all right. And I love it.
Thank you.
So, what was the concept when you said, okay, this is me, honey?
First off, I always wanted to have big hair.
I love it.
Thank you. Like looking at Diana Ross and just all the Erykah Badu, I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to have big hair. That just has to happen. So I did the big chop, and after a couple years it grew back. And then my style, I really loved Erykah Badu and Janelle Monáe and Janine Aiko, and I was just like, I want to just put all of that together and just wrap it together. And thankfully, I was able to do it without looking a hot mess, because most of the time I do.
Well, you look amazing. I mean, it just flowed, and a lot of people can't duplicate that style. And that's what makes you so original.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? To just be able to take from this person, take from that person, and then voila, this is what you get. Okay. So look, one of the things about it, we want to know, some of the things that you want to do. I know you're singing, you're acting, but what are some of the future things that's going to be happening with you right now?
Well, I am in a Lifetime movie called My Stepfather's Secret. I know, I'm so shook.
Congratulations!
Thank you. And I'm trying to work on my music and getting more acting. I'm trying to hustle, okay? I'm trying to do all of
that's
that.
what it's about, girl. Okay.
Thank you.
The hustle game.
Yes. So I'm just trying to just make the best of life right now, just being able to also talk to kids and tell them that you can do this no matter if someone doesn't believe in you or they say you're too small or you're too thick or you're too tall or you're too short. Just know that no matter what anybody says, if you believe in yourself, nothing can hold you back. And that's what I learned. Thank goodness.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Well, what inspiration words would you say to them? Because, from hearing what you said, a lot of young kids look up to you.
Yeah.
A lot of girls want to have their own style. They want to be unique and find what makes them different,
Yeah.
And you found that. And so I congratulate you to be a young woman on TV, an African American woman, being her natural self.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish you so much success in all the things that you do. So before we leave, I definitely want to make sure that everybody be able to follow you.
Yes.
Be able to see you on every channel, right? Because that's the goal, right?
Yes.
Certified girl. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. So could you let them know your social media?
Yes, my social media on Instagram and Twitter is Dara Renee. So that's DARARENEE.
You know who you really remind me of? Who? Is Jill Scott.
Oh, thank you so much. I love her so much.
Yes, you totally remind me of her, right? Her bubbly personality and just the fact that she loved life.
Yes.
You know, her voice is just amazing. So, and I mean,
She's the queen. I love her.
yeah, she's just amazing. And I think about the fact that it's so many different genres of music, you know. So tell us a little bit about the genre that you choose to just, you know, sing for yourself.
I feel like R&B and neo soul and gospel, and I love singing Broadway tunes. That's so out of there, like Broadway and opera. And so I just kind of dibble and dabble in everything, and I kind of rap a little bit, spit a few rhymes.
Right. Girl, I love that. She is unlimited.
Yes. But yes, being able to just like have so much love for all these genres is truly a blessing because I love it so much.
And that's amazing because when you say that, that means you're not limited to one thing.
Yeah.
If they need you for this part, you can fulfill that part because you know how to just walk into that room and command the room with your voice.
Thank you.
So congratulations on all your success. We look forward to just seeing some more, right?
Yes.
Right. I mean, because she got that name, y'all, that is Star. Okay. So thank you so much for being on the show, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. So you guys, you stay tuned because after this break, we'll be right back.
Proud, forgotten, Indian, Navajo, Blackfoot, Inuit, and Sioux, survivor, spiritualist, patriot, Sitting Bull, Hiawatha, and Jim Thorpe. Mother, father, son, daughter, chief. Apache, Pueblo, Choctaw, Chippewa, and Crow. Underserved, struggling, resilient. Squanto, Red Cloud, Tecumseh, and Crazy Horse. Rancher, teacher, doctor, soldier. Seminole, Seneca, Mohawk, and Creek. Mills, Will Rogers, Geronimo. Unyielding, strong, indomitable. Native Americans call themselves many things. The one thing they don't.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Well, I want to welcome my special guest to the show. How you doing, Justin?
I'm good. How you doing today?
You know, I was thinking about your name. Say it one more time for me. Cheadle.
Cheadle, like the actor.
Yes.
Yeah, like Don Cheadle, actor.
Well, look, congratulations on so much success that you had over your career.
Thank you, thank you.
One of the things about it, I know that you are a former NFL player. I mean, how can we not know that he's been playing some type of sport, right?
Yes, yes.
So tell us a little bit about, you know, that career choice.
So I actually ended up going to UC Berkeley, playing football there. Then from there, I was able and blessed to play for Kansas City, Green Bay, and then also the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's big. A lot of kids will love that type of opportunity.
You know, it's a great opportunity, but the main thing, I just wanted to make sure I got the education. So, I mean, yeah, playing football is a great thing, but it's just also such a great opportunity to make sure you get an education paid for.
Because, you know, a lot of kids, you know, coming out of school, and I've talked to some boys before, they'll be like, well, you know, I just want football. But you mentioned something where you said education, because after that career, you need that education, right?
Definitely. I mean, you know, for sure after the career, they say the average NFL career is 3 years long. So, I mean, after that, what are you going to do? I mean, you see the picture of a lot of the main stars getting paid so much money, but there's people also playing in the league and CFLs, UFLs over the seas, and they're not making that much money playing football, at least not enough to live for the rest of their life. So that's why we have to make sure we get education. And then again, also the nature of the game, injury.
Wow.
You know, you never know. Might just be in practice, be during the game, whatever. And just right there, it can be over. So it's always good to make sure you get your education.
Wow. And one of the things about it, when you got your education, you took that to leaps and bounds. You became this entrepreneur having your own business. So tell us a little bit about your own business.
Yeah, so I ended up graduating Berkeley with my business degree. And I was always obsessed with fitness. When I was playing the NFL, I was 330 pounds. I was an offensive lineman. And after I got done playing, I actually dropped 100 pounds. From then, I loved fitness, and a lot of people looked at me, oh, how'd you do this? How'd you do this? So I started helping and got certified, ended up becoming a personal trainer. And now I'm training out here in LA.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was some of them tips that you did, you know, that we can learn to drop that 100 pounds too, right?
Yeah, I mean, so one of the main tips is just staying consistent. A lot of people, as soon as that adversity hits or, you know, their schedule gets busy, I'm done, you know? And you can't just say I'm done because, you know, when you say I'm done, you start making bad decisions. So, I mean, staying consistent, making healthy choices, and, you know, just doing what you like to do. A lot of people get these plans or diets and they're like, I'm on a diet. Sad face, you know, or, you know, or I got to work out today. I don't really want to work out. So my business is loyal to the lifestyle. It talks about basically building a customized workout plan for your own lifestyle.
Wow.
So that way it's sustainable. So I'm not talking about a diet. We're talking about just making nutritional choices based on your schedule, your life schedule, whether that's you're working at nights, mornings, whatever, family, financial situation, whatever you can get your hands on, something that's going to work and allow you to get to your goals. Same with fitness, whether you like hiking, classes, CrossFit, public gyms, personal training, you know, we're going to just build a workout plan that works for you.
Well, you know, one of the things about it, that's something I've struggled with, is actually getting the plan, sticking with the plan, and liking the plan. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, you start doing it, but you're like, I really don't like it. So imagine when you're stressed out with everything, why would you do something you don't like to do?
Yeah.
So, you know, I would like, if you want to ever sit down, come sit down with me.
Okay.
We can do it.
You
come
heard
work
him, y'all.
out.
You heard him right.
Come to the gym. We're at Kill Fit Gym in Bell Gardens, and come by. You can see me. I also come to, you know, people's houses and do things in boot camps and parks. So,
Wow.
you know, I'm all over the place, and I just honestly want to help people get to their goals. Their goals. So,
you know, when you think about back home, because I'm sure back home a lot of people just, you know, admire you, especially see a young black man, you know, making it in the NFL and then becoming successful afterwards. I mean, what are some of those, you know, remarks you get when you go back home?
You know, I think a lot of people were just happy for me. I think they always knew that I was going to do something. I was always in sports. I always challenged myself in school. I always just doing everything. It was more than sports for me. I did band. I was in the choir sometimes. I mean, my mom and dad had me in everything.
Wow.
And I just really like networking with people. I had friends in all different areas of the school, and that's the thing. It's just life's about networking and just grabbing, taking everything you can, and making the most out of it.
Wow. So, and you did that. I mean, you know, so kudos to you for everything you have done and really showing that example. I mean, a great example to not just the younger kids, but even the older people, you know?
Definitely. I think the children are our youth. We live in a scary time where there's all this they have everything at their fingertips right now. It's not always necessarily good, but you know, you can go back and I love working with kids too. You can go back and try to teach them like decisions you wish you made or things you learned along the way. That's how I like to kind of approach it. Like things that I was talking to Justin at 12 years old, knowing what I know now.
Wow.
that's how I like to teach them, you know.
And that makes a difference if we can. I just imagine if we could turn the hands of time back, and the decisions we would make. Oh, I would probably be like a billionaire right now.
Right.
Well, look, before we leave, I definitely want everyone to stay following you on your social media and be able to get you to train them, right?
Yeah. Come check me out. You can find me on IG at justin.cheadle. My website is ltlfit.com. And yeah, just reach out to me, DM me. I handle all my social media, and I would love to work out with you if you're in the LA area or if you want to come out in the LA area. So thank you. And thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, I'm happy. Look, and that means I'm going to have to get a little bit more fit, y'all, so you watch out for that, right?
I'm looking for you to come here. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So look, you guys, I know you enjoyed the show. It has been so fantastic. All my guests are really living life unlimited. I mean, just imagine all the things that they're doing, they have accomplished. So I know you have been inspired and motivated to live your life free. So don't forget that we are on now. We're on Roku. So make sure you add our channel, Melody Trice Television. Make sure you go to your local channel and, look for us. So Melody Trice Show, right? And we're now also on Amazon Prime, right? We are living life unlimited. Till next time, you guys. Bye-bye.
You can always face the long embrace of the setting sun. Taste its warmth on your skin. One last exhale of a big ordeal when the day is nearly done. And the night sinking in makes you feel so lucky, makes you feel so lucky when beauty puts you in a spell. Now it's really sinking in. Feel the warmth turn your body.